Wait, it's Flax. We can stop meanderly talking about tigers called Bill now. It's much more safe of everyone.
Do you know anyone called Bill, Flax?
It's a tiger?
No, do you? No. Forget the fact I said the word tiger. You'll understand when the video comes out, because I'm making this video because it's going to be funny. Or a desperate look into the mind of a drug-addled man. So you hurt your finger, did you?
I did.
Did you stick your finger inside the fan on your computer?
That would be cool, but no.
It's not cool, I promise. It's really painful.
Were you pointing at a very fast-moving object that was coming towards you and was going, "Oh, that looks cool"?
Did you go to someone, hey, pull my finger, and then they really pulled your finger?
Did you refuse to pay your bill from Bill?
Oh shit, it's my turn, isn't it? Did you get hungry and eat your finger? I don't know. I've run out of ways to hurt your finger. It must be one of the ones we've already said.
It has to do with Hungary, yeah?
Oh sweet, I was right. You tried to overthrow the brutal communist regime of Hungary in the 1960s.
And therefore topple the Berlin Wall.
And hurt your finger on your time machine.
No.
Damn. I've got to be close though.
Yeah, I reckon that was pretty close.
Also, my dog is involved.
You tried to eat your dog, but it protested by biting your finger. James,
Did your dog get hungry and eat your finger?
your dog just looked at you and went, "You know what? This guy's been quite nice to me, but I think he'd be better as food."
Go on.
You were in Hungary with your dog.
Dog got rabies from a Hungarian
Ooh.
dog, presumably. and then, you know, bit you. It's a dog, it's a rabbit. What do you think? Is your dog dead?
It's my
That's what I'm
dog.
asking. Did you ever put it down?
Oh yeah, we need another clue.
Another. So I made food. What can go wrong when I make
Oh, that's obvious.
You were making food in Hungary.
You were making
The dog.
The dog didn't approve of the fact that it was a meat-based diet because it's a strict vegetarian, and you put your finger in protest.
So in order to protest the meat-based diet, it tried to eat some meat.
Well, it went, "How do you like it?" and then bit him.
Oh no, were you cooking a different dog and your dog was like, "Whoa dude, that's pretty fucked up," and you were in Hungary?
I think we'd have to know what sort of food you were making to make an informed decision.
was like
What's the traditional dish of Hungary?
There isn't one, they don't.
goulash.
You can't
Was
say
it a
much-
bit like ratatouille, but with your dog? And rather than pulling your hair, it bit your finger every time you put in the wrong ingredient.
Was it a bit like 101 Dalmatians, only there was only one Dalmatian and it wasn't a Dalmatian?
I reckon we're getting close, Charlie. He's crumbling under the pressure.
So another tip, I dropped something.
Did you drop your finger and the dog bit it?
I've got it. Did you drop? Oh no, I don't got it.
Did you drop the base?
Were you flying over Hungary and dropped your dog, and the act of opening the aeroplane door to drop the dog, you trapped your finger in the door?
I know you're an aerospace engineer, James. I mean, in training. And I probably shouldn't correct you on this. But I'm pretty sure if you open the airplane door, presumably in flight, we're assuming in flight here, and then drop your dog out, you're not dropping your dog out, you're falling out, and then dropping your dog on the way down.
Well, it depends how high you are.
No, my dog was not my parachute.
In flight, it's gonna suck you out. And then on the way down,
You can be flying at a low level, Charlie.
yeah, but Flax wasn't. This is a commercial flight. This is, 30,000.
This is okay. Yeah. In a commercial flight, yes,
Yeah.
you would get.
And then he's falling out, clutching his dog on the way down, going, "This is your fucking fault."
At
and
which
the
point the dog bites his
can't
finger
talk
in
and just
protest
bites
to that
him in protest.
stupid thought from Flax of it being the dog's fault. I reckon we found it.
Or possibly, as Flax was reaching out to open the airlock, the dog went, "Wait, what the fuck is he doing?" I'd better stop him, and bit his finger. And then they survived because the dog bit his finger. I don't know what he dropped. Probably his sense of
Sounded like
intelligence.
you're telling me the door just bite my finger.
But the dog bit your finger. The door didn't bite your finger. I'm not an idiot.
So my dog tried to eat something that I dropped.
Okay.
Go on.
What did I mean?
So you were in Hungary,
You were in Hungary. You dropped
and
your
there was a dog,
It
your
tried to
dog.
eat itself. And bit you on the finger. No, that's not right.
Did you... Wait, no, Charlie was right then. You dropped your finger.
I don't
Oh,
understand any
Okay.
connection here. Unless you were stupid enough to actually try and wrestle food out of your dog's mouth.
my dog is small enough. Would be no problem. But nope. My dog is more like a rabbit.
It's like, you dropped your rabbit.
In Hungary.
Max's parents like, he wants a dog. I'll just give him a rabbit and tell him it's a dog. He won't notice.
And Flax has spent this long thinking
This is a
it's dog.
starving rabbit. It's been fed dog food for years. It's fucking starved. It survived on
Maybe that's why
scraps
it's
of
finger.
grass shredded into the house on Flax's shoes. And Flax drops a carrot. And the rabbit's like, holy fuck, an opportunity. And it sees the carrot on the floor and it just goes for it. And Flax is like, no, bad dog. Tries to take the carrot out of its mouth. And the rabbit in blind just hunger, as the carrot is torn away from it, goes, oh look, a long stick-like thing, I'll just eat that instead, I'm sure it's a carrot. And it was Flax's finger, and it was bitten off by a rabbit, and that's why Flax is now a were-rabbit. And couldn't play Rocket League because it was a full moon. Or whatever rabbits have. A full lettuce.
Is it Twilight 2.1?
Yeah, this is Flylight 2. Flylight? Yeah, because you were
Okay,
flying
I'm
at the time.
confused. Is this because there are 3 Twilight books, right? So either we're counting each book as being a 2.0 and 3.0, in which case this is for some reason
No, it's a
partway in the
completely
middle of
new
the
one.
second book.
It's Twilight
or
in Hungary.
there was some form of second version of Twilight that I am blissfully unaware of that we are adjusting here.
Oh, fucking hell. Where were we at before Twilight?
Twilight.
Oh yeah, rabbit.
Twilight in Hungary.
Presumably night, James. Well, at least we've solved that mystery. I forgive you, Flax.
So what actually happened?
What, isn't it obvious? He dropped something, his dog tried to eat it, it was inedible, Flax tried to
No, he
wrestle
said
it out
that
of its
didn't.
mouth.
It doesn't matter because his dog's small as like a rabbit. Were you not listening to the rabbit section of the
He
story?
tried
I
to
thought
wrestle
you
it
were.
out of his mouth, and the dog bit him while he was doing it. But in doing
Okay,
so,
I
he
give you
saved
another-
his rabbit dog's life. Am I right?
I give you another tip.
Oh, well, you know, it wasn't. That was my serious guess.
No.
Your dog is actually a werewolf.
So my dog didn't even touch the thing that I dropped. I think it was butter. I don't know.
What was the point of the dropping part? Like, what? Why did we need that hint?
This is a red herring. Wait, did you just herring? It was a chain
That's
reaction.
nice.
I'm imagining some sort of Rube Goldberg setup here, where you dropped something onto a spoon that flung a marble across the room and down some piping, and it hit the light switch, which turned on the light, which scared your dog, which caused it to run headlong into a wall, which caused you to pick it up, which caused it to go "Ugh," and then bit you out of anger. Am I right?
Why would I be in a dark room?
Well, I don't know. I presumably you tripped over something because it was dark in order to drop the herring or whatever it was I said you dropped.
He dropped the herring. Where did the herring come from?
Okay,
Was that-
okay.
I'm
So
not
you
aware.
dropped something, but the thing that you dropped is irrelevant.
Yeah.
So there was
And
no
the
It's
reason
just
that you
something
dropped it is
interesting for my
irrelevant,
dog.
And what happened after you dropped it is irrelevant. And then the dog bit you. So what I'm saying
After the
is the
dropping
dog
part, there's
fucking
actually 2 more parts.
there are 2 more parts! Oh my god, there's IKEA furniture with fewer parts than this.
Wait,
story.
Charlie, shut up and look at this. Oh,
I love
Oh.
this save as well.
What's the next hint?
it has to do with something hot.
Something hot.
Yeah, not me, but
Oh
something.
wow, that was where I was going immediately. I hadn't thought of that, James. Didn't even occur to me.
Do you want another hint?
Yes,
Yes.
please.
There's also a bottle.
You dropped your finger inside of one of those messenger bottles, and then the shit inside sailed away.
Yeah.
And your
that's
dog
good.
was there.
Dog was on the
And you were
Inside
in
the bottle?
Hungary.
It's not a
in
very
a
big
kitchen.
dog, it can probably fit inside the bottle. Like we've established, it's probably a rabbit. Did you drop something inside the bottle?
No, I'm not that
Did you
cool.
drop the
Did
bottle?
you step on the bottle when you leant down to pick something up?
Did you put your finger in the bottle
Say
thinking,
it again,
oh,
Tom.
this will be funny. I bet my finger can fit in the bottle.
Say it again. Say it again,
I was close. Alright. So, you dropped something.
Yeah.
You either can't remember what, or it's embarrassing. Because you refuse to tell us for some fucking reason.
No, I said it was butter.
It was butter.
Yeah.
Okay. You dropped the butter. You leant down to pick up the butter. But butter is notoriously slippery. So you slipped on the butter, tread on a bottle, and fell, finger out, shaking it to the world, going, "No!" into your dog's mouth. And the dog bit it.
And all of this happened in Hungary.
It was right until after the dropping the butter part.
So basically it was
So,
wrong.
what we've learned
It was
is
right
you dropped
until
the butter.
Until you started talking, it was all fine.
Ugh.
You dropped the butter, and
Yeah.
as you then down to pick it up, you stepped on or tripped over a bottle of some sort. Is that right? Because if that's wrong, I have no fucking idea where we're going with this story. Unless you leant down, and at the corner of your eye, halfway down to the butter, you saw a bottle of Stella and thought, that's gonna help me out with this arduous picking up of the butter thing I've got to do now. I'll just go have a quick drink. Then you got really drunk and stuck your finger in the dog.
Oh, well. Using the butter as lubricant. Oh yeah.
I really, really hope that the people watching are enjoying this bit, because it's the only bit in this video.
It is. That's all
the
it
bit.
is.
And
Was
now
there-
I'm a bit shocked because I just realized.
Was I right up
really-
until you stepped on the bottle? Did you step on a bottle trying to pick up butter?
No.
What
I
was
reckon
the
he didn't
bottle
even-
about then?
He didn't even try and pick up the butter. The
You
butter
just
was
saw the
red
butter
herring.
and gave up all hope on life.
James
Yeah.
is actually right.
You saw This is why it makes such a good teammate. Anytime something goes wrong in life, you just give the fuck up and go home.
So that's why he didn't come to RLCS.
I mean, it's none of my business. I
He
wasn't a fly.
slightly grazed his finger and thought, fuck it, this is clearly a bad omen. So instead
No, I
of
didn't
buttering the
try to
butter, you took the knife and just buttered your finger onto the butter.
So the butter.
So you saw the
dropped-
butter
you
on
dropped
the floor and just thought, nah. What happened next? Because as far as I'm concerned, this is now irrelevant. Unless the butter comes into play later, in some mysterious
No.
way.
Oh yeah,
can't
because
see
he
how
didn't
this
pick it up, he
happened.
can then slip on the butter, because we know that the butter
Do
is
you later
notoriously
slip
slippy.
on the
Charlie.
butter? Does the dog slip? Does the dog eat the butter, or slip on the butter, or snort the butter in some sort of drug-fueled, buttery?
One of your options was close.
Did he snort the butter? What?
Did he lick the butter?
He tried to.
He tried to lick the butter, but he's too short to reach the floor.
Wait, what? Too short to reach the floor. That is
Yeah,
impressively short, my man.
His legs are long, but his neck's not.
And he doesn't have any joints in his leg, apparently.
No.
No, my dog is actually so short. Sometimes when he walks, he just kicks his ears.
Oh, is it like a sausage dog?
No. It's a rabbit. Like,
Because they're small and
Wait,
have big
are
floppy
sausage
ears.
dogs in Germany called Wurst dogs? That's not great advertising, is it? What sort of dog do you want? Oh, I want the worst dog you have. If there is any butter dog, I don't want it.
Did you just say if there's any butter dog?
Yes, yes, I did.
Oh fuck, we're gonna lose this game. You're gonna fucking have goal. Oh fuck.
Okay, you drop butter. You then think, fuck the butter. I'm gonna get butter is overrated. I'm gonna have some margarine. You go to the fridge. You get some margarine. You turn around, and lo and behold, the dog is licking the butter or trying to.
His neck is too.
But for reasons as of yet undetermined, it can't quite lick the butter.
Okay, you have to think about it. Why should I not try to pick up the butter? Don't
Oh,
say
because it's hot. Because you were cooking with the butter.
No.
Oh, that was
But just
actually a
wait.
good reason.
Did the butter manage to fall into the bottle, but the bottle
Oh, I forgot about the
hole,
bottle.
the bottle hole was too small for your hand to get in, so you're like, well, I can't get that butter out, can I?
Did the butter break and was shut?
Yeah, but there was something hot involved, which is why I thought
Oh yeah.
the butter being hot was a good
I need
guess.
to write this shit down. Flax has been banned from matchmaking, so we are going to sit here in the free play until we can work out what the fuck Flax has done. So we are at. This is the stage, James. We've got to work it out. Heat, butter, dogs. This sounds like
No,
a
just
They're not dogs.
This sounds
One
like a
dog.
delicious
One dog.
recipe. Honestly,
Dog was singular,
Yep.
dog was singular,
but it's a small dog like a rabbit.
but it's a small dog like a rabbit. It's sounding more and more delicious the
Oh,
more we talk.
I'm genuinely confused as to where your finger
Okay,
comes
okay,
into
so we're
all
at
this.
the stage we're at that we know Flax drops
I
the
dropped
butter.
the butter.
The butter isn't hot though. It comes
No.
Butter isn't hot, but he doesn't want to pick it up.
But he doesn't want to pick it up for some other reason that we should probably try and work out apparently.
Yeah.
The dog tries to eat the butter, but you don't want to eat the butter for this other reason. Is it because
Did you
he's on the
spill a
floor?
bottle of something on it?
So
Was he actually rat poison, not butter?
it is maybe confusing that I didn't want to pick up the butter. I did, but afterwards.
Did you drop it in something?
No, on the floor.
The floor can have things on it.
Nope, impossible.
I
The
think
butter
like
just floated
in
above it.
broken glass or something. You didn't want the dog eating the glass. Or pretty sure why you just left the glass there in the first place. Sounds like a dangerous home, to be honest. Did you call child support?
And where does the bottle come into it? Did you just like bottle your dog? Like,
You go to your kennel. No, I don't want to. Right, that's it. I'm bottling you. I'm gonna
Yeah.
throw you into the ocean, and someone will find you years later.
I mean,
Now
bottling
we're like,
like
Thank
that. I mean,
you.
hit him over the
I'll
head.
get it out and be like, it's just a dog. Why didn't you pick up the butter?
Because I didn't want my dog to eat it.
That's the opposite.
So you didn't pick up the butter because you didn't want your dog to
Oh,
eat.
I did, but afterwards.
Okay, but why didn't you pick up the butter in the first place?
Because I hadn't had enough time. I just blocked my dog off.
Right. But you didn't want the dog eating the butter for reasons that why? Were you preparing a meal for
I'm
your
not
enemies?
100% sure if it's healthy for dogs, so.
So
I'm
you
not
just guessed that dogs don't like butter.
Was a split second.
Okay, moving on from the dog butter
So
based thing.
the dog sees the butter and thinks, fuck me, some butter, I'm having that. And you go,
And Flax
oh
is like,
shit,
"No."
the dog's going for the butter, I don't know if that's a good idea, I'm gonna do everything I can, ruin my RLRS chances, to wrestle my dog away for some fucking butter.
No, okay. So he was blocking the dog from the butter, and in doing so,
Some
he's
heroic last
multitasking.
stand.
No.
You can take my RLRS chances, but you can never
Shut the
take my butter.
So he was blocking the dog off the butter, and at this point he's multitasking. And it's a well-known fact that men cannot multitask. And so, in doing so, he drops a bottle filled with hot oil,
Lava. Oh.
hot lava. It smashes, Flax goes, well, I've got to pick that up. I can't just block the dog off that one. And injures his finger.
If the dog
Because he
tries
puts
to
the
eat
finger in
hot
first to check that the hot lava isn't too hot.
And now something surprising. I actually dropped the bottle.
Oh!
See?
So you
I was
tried to
not.
wrestle the dog away from your precious fucking butter.
No, precious
And in
floor
doing
butter.
so, you dropped a
It's
bottle
not normal butter, it's
of
precious floor
hot
butter.
chili
this one.
sauce. Huh?
Huh? What?
Huh? Because I'm linking the
Oh,
hot in.
the bottle was empty.
Oh! You dropped the bottle, it smashed, and then you tried to pick it up. Because you're
No,
an
it
idiot.
just dropped on the table. It didn't drop completely down.
It dropped on the table, or it dropped like on the edge of the table, so it sort of smashed. And
Did the bottle
shards of
smash?
glass hit your finger.
What? What? No, that bottle didn't.
That's a
sing.
good answer!
So the
It
bottle
is.
didn't smash.
No.
You just dropped a
You
bottle.
just dropped a bottle, and then went, oh shit, well that's a bottle. Very important,
So,
though.
so currently we've got a situation of you're blocking a dog from butter and you've just dropped a bottle. I'm still failing to see how your
Did
fingers
the dog step on the bottle?
Should I add another object?
Okay, I have a request.
Another one.
I have
How
a,
many
I
fucking
have a
objects?
request.
You ready? That's
No.
right.
A frying pan.
Yeah.
You used the frying pan as a shield in your desperate attempt to spot your dog with the butter.
Obviously.
You
hit
used
the
your
dog over
frying
the head
pan
with a frying
as a
pan.
baseball bat.
Oh, I know. You saw the bottle falling down. You thought, oh, that's a good opportunity, and just whacked it with the frying pan before it hit the ground.
You were going to put the butter in the frying
In
pan.
your other
Yeah.
hand, you were holding the frying pan, right? And you just
No,
by instinct.
James was right. James was
Wait, no. How many hands does he have? Because at this point, he dropped the butter, so assumedly he was holding the butter. He's gonna drop the frying pan and the bottle.
And hold
That's
the dog. He has
three-
at least 4 hands.
well, no, I'm figuring he can hold the dog off with like his foot.
So
Not in
just
like an aggressive
probably
way,
hold
like
the frying
kicking
pan
it.
with
So
his
that
other
was
hand.
one.
I'm imagining a sort of levitating monkey here. I've never seen
I
Flax.
didn't,
He
I
might
didn't
have
drop
levitation
anything.
and, you know, be a monkey.
Is the frying pan hot?
Yes.
Okay, good, we're getting somewhere. So you've got a hot frying pan that you were going to put some butter in, but instead of putting it in the frying pan, you put it on the floor.
Yeah.
That was a mistake.
Like a smart person.
Then just think, fuck it, I'll just cook everything on the floor.
But surely you don't have to do anything with the frying pan because it's just getting hot. Like, you can just leave it there. Like,
Yeah.
do you-
So what's the fry?
so the frying pan is just there. Are you also going to name all the cooking
know,
utensils?
have you
There
ever
was
seen-
also a spatula, but
Have you
nothing
ever seen a
happened
The
with
Russian
that.
frying
sport,
pan is
James?
a major factor.
The frying pan is a major factor.
Have you ever seen a question sport, James?
Oh, what?
A question sport is a quiz show. In it, there's this round called What Happens Next, in which they show the first few seconds of some sort of mishap. This is what I'm imagining, and each time we guess, we go slightly further in the mishap, and they have to guess what happens next. Can I
Even
just
though I'm
say,
injured.
in my room right now, and I know you can't see this, I have all these pieces of paper with pins and pieces of string leading from one to another, each one with one of the things you've mentioned. Over there I have hungry, it's scribbled out, we don't need that one anymore. Over here we have were-rabbit, that's got a question mark, might come in handy later. But now in the centre we have the frying pan. Good thing it's in the centre, it's round, that's useful.
So you should try to figure out what injury I had.
Is it a burn?
Yeah. Alright, that was quick.
Well, it was obvious, you were talking about the frying pan. That was pin number 1. That was the thickest piece of string. I have multiple widths of strings. That's also very useful. If you ever plan on making a mind map board.
And multiple colours as well.
Multiple thicknesses and multiple colours of strings to dedicate categories and how strong the connection is. Oh,
So, this is the order of events. Flax has butter. Flax drops butter. Dog goes for butter. Flax is like, nah, bro, that's my butter. Drops bottle in process because he doesn't like the bottle. Then decides to check if the frying pan's still hot and puts his finger in it.
Can I just say, I legit heard you typing as if you actually have a Word document open and are scrolling down all the different pages. Please tell me that's actually what you're doing.
No, Flax
Yeah.
has a Word document open and he's written it all down. I'm not the one
It's a
typing.
short story, it's actually fiction. The real reason is
Really, Flax just held his
he
hand
just
writing the
overslept.
story.
He just overslept. It's just not, well, fine, I've got to come up with the story now. Didn't hear him from days. He was writing out this massive, long, intricate lie. Do you almost sort of trip over the bottle and lose your balance?
Nah.
Do you lose your balance at all?
Nah.
How
No,
do
mate,
you
you found it.
accidentally burn your hand? How? If you don't lose your balance, did you just think, oh, I bet the frying pan's cold?
Were you unaware that frying pans get hot, Flax?
I'll do that.
How are you still unaware you burnt your finger on it?
Wait, was it the frying
Maybe
pan
I
you
burnt
burnt your
my
finger on?
Huh?
Was it the frying pan you burnt your finger on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well that was that frame of thought. I'll just take down those pieces of paper. That was a curtain. Don't know if you can tell, but that's actually a piece of paper I was lying.
No! I'm still confused. Any rational human has gone, oh no, I've dropped the bottle
we
and
have
the butter
two-
and the dog wants
We
it.
have
Well, I'm
this-
not going to put my
we
hand
have
on that
the
frying pan.
start and the middle and the end, but somehow they still don't make sense together. We have you drop the butter and try to stop your dog. That's the start. You drop the bottle. That's the middle. Something happens and you burn your hand on a frying pan.
Wait, did your
Yeah.
dog... You didn't lose your balance, it got taken from you by the dog. The dog...
The dog took your hand in its mouth and forced it onto the frying pan.
It can't do that, it's too small, it's like a rabbit.
My dog can't even put the whole pinky finger in his mouth.
Are you
Oh
sure
my
it's a
God,
dog
you
have?
do actually just have a rabbit, don't you?
Like it's
What were
only
you
now realising
cooking, by the
this.
way? I'm just wondering, I'm quite hungry. Why are you responding? I wasn't asking you.
I wasn't to hear what you said, to be honest. I was
Oh,
just
fair.
I was just pondering the nature of life.
Okay, I tried to pick up the bottle.
You don't know what a bottle looks like and you picked up the frying pan instead.
The bottle looks suspiciously like a frying pan and you picked up the frying pan.
You have a very long and thin frying pan and a very wide bottle and they get mixed up very easily.
And so I didn't burn my finger before I picked up the bottle and didn't
Well,
burn my
we
finger
figured that because
after
you
I...
haven't come into contact with the frying pan
You
yet.
successfully picked up the bottle without anything going wrong.
No.
Ah. Okay. I'm gonna imagine me. I'm leaning down. Okay, tell me when something goes wrong. I've seen a bottle on the floor. I think better pick that bottle.
Not
up.
on the floor, on the table.
It's on the table, Charlie.
Is the table connected to the cooker? Like, is it a table into cooker type deal?
Yeah.
Okay. You see the bottle on the table and you think, okay, I'm gonna pick that up. So you lean over. Do you lean over the cooker?
Yeah.
You lean over the cooker and burn your hand on the cooker. Do you?
Under the frying pan, but close enough.
You try
You're
and
a
pick up the
fucking
bottle. You have no sense of where your hands are because you're a fucking animal. You lean over. Your eyes are focused purely on the bottle and the task in hand. And you accidentally touch the frying pan and burn your finger off.
Dun dun dun. Yeah.
Set fire because you're covered in flammable stuff.
So I actually tried to block off my dog from my butter. Because it was my butter, not his.
I told you it was his
You can
butt.
take my RLRS, but you can never take my butt. James, can you do that in a Scottish accent for me?
You can take my RLRS. That's really difficult to say in a Scottish accent. How does Johnny Boy do it?
Because he's Scottish.
RLRS.
Can you shout the last bit? Like proper, you can never take our freedom! That, you know, I've broken everyone up. I apologise. No, I'm not going to say that any louder. That'll wake everyone up by me apologising.
You can take my RLRS chances away from me, but you can never take my butter!
Woohoo! I would follow this man into a toast restaurant. I don't know.
Oh, I have to
I
continue,
would buy
okay.
a croissant off this man.
So while I was trying to block off my dog with my foot,
Told you it was his foot.
yep,
He's
I
juggling with his other
pushed-
hands.
pushed somehow, I don't know how I did it, the frying pan against the bottle dropped, and it was rolling towards the ground, or towards the corner of the table, so it almost dropped. And I didn't want my dog to be crushed by a bottle.
Because believe me, it would have been. It's tiny. It's microscopic.
I actually sent a picture.
In the
Sitting-
photo, all there is the dog. I sort of have a scale of how big the dog is. You know?
It is a chair.
Yes.
You can sit
But
on.
it could be a chair for the tallest tree, or an amoeba, both of which frequently need chairs.
So I then tried to, well, beside of that, my foot was still there to block my dog. I tried to pick up the bottle, but my other hand, my left hand, got stuck under the frying pan. However I did this, don't know. And there we
The
go.
diagram for that one.
Second and third degree.
So what degree burn did you get?
2 and 3.
2 and
Those are the
3.
low ones, right?
No, the high ones.
So you got 2nd and 3rd degree burns because
So the
you
third degree
stopped your
burn
dog from eating
pretty
butter.
fine.
And
So-
that rounds up our special of why we don't have a second RLRS video. Thank you for watching. Good night, or good morning, you know, whichever. Good afternoon. Have a nice life.
And do you know the worst part? The majority of it's funny, so it's going to be a really long video.
Well, it's not so much that the majority is definitely funny. It was funny at the time, don't get me wrong. As a video, things that are funny at the time do not always work as a video, but there is only one type of joke in this entire video, and so either I have no video, or I have 3 hours of video, and there is no in between.